Watch out now, watch out now. Howdy, hey guys, welcome back. We got another video, man. What I got here, y'all, I got a SKIL saw, y'all. Well, a circular saw. SKIL is the brand. It's a 15 amp saw, circular saw. It's supposed to have a laser, single beam laser, bevel with position stop at 45 degrees, from 51 degrees to 45 degrees. Not my language. It has a spindle lock. Don't know what that says, not my language. And a safety lock guarded trigger. So guys, man, this is a SKIL brand from Lowe's. I paid, I think, $45 for this SKIL saw. Originally I saw it online, it was about $59, and they had a sale at the store, so I went and picked it up. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna be right back with an unboxing. Bam, guys, we back. So like I said, it's a SKIL brand. It's a 7 1/4 inch circular saw. Basically it, nothing else to it but to cut the box open, guys. And guess what, guys, before we get started, I also wanted to say, man, I appreciate you guys for watching in and tuning in to our videos. I thank you for your love and support. I ask that you could just hit the subscribe button when we post another video, and let's get back to it, guys. So here's the unboxing. First look, cut the tape. It has a bag, guys. Comes with a carrying bag, guys. I already like it already. $45 with a carrying bag, can't beat it. Not that I'm gonna be carrying it anywhere but the house, but I mean, he has a carrying bag. Y'all, my honest opinion, this could be a good lunchbox. It has insulation in it. It can be a great lunchbox, but we're gonna put that to the side, get down to the beans and potatoes. It also includes a blade, pre-packaged. We don't need that anymore. I'll go through that later. We don't need that anymore either. So the product came with a 24 tooth carbine blade. I'm not a construction person. I'm not really smart with anything, so I don't really know what all of that means or how good of a blade this is, but all I know is it came with the product, so it's good enough for me for what I'm gonna be using it for. So as we saw on the package, guys, and if I'm able to post the specifications in the video, they will be down somewhere around here, specification wise. So here is the blade guard. As most circular saws have a blade guard here. If you pull this lever here, you're able to set your depth, meaning that how much or how deep you're going to cut into the wood. So you're able to set your depth wherever you want to set it at. You can lock it in place by pulling this tab down. To set your angle, you have a screw here. You loosen that up, and if you can see it right here, it says 0 degrees. Right here it says 15 degrees. Right here it's 22.5. Right here is 30. Right here is 45, and that's 52 degrees right here. So you're able to set it to wherever you want it. I'm gonna leave it straight for now, but that's good to have. Wow, you have a wrench here that you actually can use to replace your blade and installing your blade and to take your blade off and remove it. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna get myself situated, make sure I read this instruction guide a little bit, and we're gonna go into how to put this blade on and see what this all can do. I'll be right back, guys. Bam. guys, guess what? I'm back. I threw the instruction manual just a little too quick, but guess what? I did read a little bit of it, but we're gonna throw it back. So guys, what I read was this here is a lock button to lock your shaft, and what you want to do is you want to depress that lock button, which is right here. Depress that lock button with one hand, take your other hand, grab the wrench, and you want to turn it counterclockwise, and that will loosen the bolt to the shaft. Once you got it loose, you can take your hand, twist it with your hand counterclockwise, and remove that bolt. All right, now that you have that bolt removed, you have two washers. You have a inner washer, which is here. You're gonna put that inner washer back on, and you got another washer, which is your outer washer. You're gonna let that to the side. The instruction manual also said that this arrow here on the blade guard is the actual direction that you want to point your teeth in on your blade. And it also, this arrow should match the arrow that's already on whatever blade you use. If you're using the SKIL brand blade that comes with this saw, this is pretty much how you're going to do it. Any other brand blade, just look at the direction of the arrow on the actual blade. Like on this blade, the arrow right here points that direction, and the arrow on the blade guard points that same direction. And if you want to put it in the same orientation, this is the same orientation, so just sit it in just like that. Once you got it there, you can release your blade guard. Make sure you put your outer washer back on, put your bolt back in, tighten it with your hands till you get it where you want it, hand tight. Now that you got it hand tight, what you want to do is you want to grab that same lock button, push that lock button down, depress that lock button, and the blade is locked. Then you want to tighten it. Once you got it tight, you're all set. That's pretty much the setup of the SKIL saw from Lowe's. The only thing now is to see what kind of meat and potatoes that it got. So with that being said, let me hook up a power wire, the extension cord to us, and I'll be right back. Bam, bam, guys, we back. So hey, now it's time that you all been probably waiting on. And they actually have this this wrench that you're able to use. It has a slot right here on the bottom plate. You just slide it right back in, and make sure you guys have the wrench pointed up, because it has an angle on it. Make sure you point the wrench up so it's not dragging the wood when you cut it. We're gonna go ahead and plug it in. And I didn't mention, but SKIL brand, not only do they have this 15 amp saw, they also have a 13 amp. So I'm doing a review on the 15 amp because that's the one that I have, but I'm sure the same thing applies to the 13 amp. So if you have the 13 amp SKIL saw brand as well, 7 1/4 inch blade, hey, this review should be able to help you as well. So this button here is actually, oh well, I didn't even know that. I didn't even realize that you have an indicator light to tell you that you actually have power going to the actual saw. So which is a good thing, a good safety precaution, to have an indicating light showing when you have power. This light, this button here, I believe that is for the actual laser. So let's put it on the sheet and see if you can see the laser. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but there is a beam, there is a laser beam here. So the laser actually works, and it is able to climb. So if you have another piece here, you're able to actually put your line and laser exactly where you want it. So that's a good thing. And the laser is still running. I pressed the button a couple of seconds ago. So in order to get the saw to work, you have this safety button here. So you have to actually push the safety button on either side, and then you're able to pull the trigger. So I just have a piece of plywood set up here. Don't laugh at my little jig that I got on my table, y'all. I just got a couple of clamps, and I got a couple of boards. I have a piece of plywood here, and I'm just gonna run through this piece of plywood just to show you how it operates and how it is. So guys, as you can see, it cut through that plywood pretty easy. This setup, I just have a old piece of sheet of siding for like a shed or a building or something. It's just a scrap piece of siding. We're gonna cut through this and see how it cuts. And guys, as you can see, I was leaning all the way on this side of the board and it cut effortlessly. I mean, so it cut really smooth, and the actual cut is pretty straight. Doesn't seem like it's eating it up too bad. So the cut is pretty good. The last demonstration I'm gonna do is just a couple of pieces of cuts of 2x4. And that's just gonna be the end of our video after we cut these pieces of 2x4, guys. So let's see what it's gonna do. Well guys, there you go. There's the SKIL saw brand, well, the SKIL brand circular saw, 7 1/4 inch blade. It cut through that piece of 2x4 very smooth. I didn't speed up the video or anything on those cuts, so all the cuts are at normal speeds. Let me unplug it. Guys, I think that this is going to be a great saw. So if you're interested in getting this saw, or even the 13 amp saw, I mean, as powerful as that 15 amp felt, I'm sure the 13 amp saw is pretty powerful as well. It seems to be a pretty good buy for the price. I thought about getting the Harbor Freight version saw, but the Harbor Freight saw was a little more pricey, and I also saw another video, and if I'm able to put that video down in the description, if I find it again, I found another video of a guy that actually bought the saw from Harbor Freight and used the saw maybe 1 or 2 times, and it broke the shaft. Everything was still spinning, the shaft was still spinning, but somehow the splines or something broke in the inside. So I went and purchased this SKIL brand saw here. It seems to be pretty good, and I'm gonna get good use out of it. So I'll be able to tell you how it performed over time in a couple of months. With that being said, guys, I thank you guys for watching this video. I thank you for supporting the channel. And man, y'all make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, man. Listen, at the time that I'm recording this video, I currently have about 43 subscribers. Let's get to 60 subscribers, y'all. That's the new goal, 60 subscribers. Man, y'all, I thank you guys. I ask that y'all just continually subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comment on all the videos, share all the videos, and I pray that and I hope that this was very helpful for you guys in your decision on whatever circular saw you plan on buying. So with that being said, man, y'all be blessed. Peace.